The 31st law of power. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards that you deal. This law is a very interesting one, and I want to frame it in the eyes of somebody that's selling a product, because I feel like this is the easiest example. Like, we can use that example of like the kid that brought the ball to the park, and when he doesn't get picked for the team, he just walks away with his ball. It's like you have to be the one that dictates what happens, and the consumer like money back guarantee. I think this is the best example that we come upon, and I think this is the most applicable example because a lot of you guys are going to start your own businesses, or you're going to in some way deal with this. So I'm just going to use this one. So the easiest way to think of a money back guarantee is it's the merchant giving the consumer an option. It's them saying like, hey, you can use this for 90 days and we won't hold you to a commitment. We'll give you your money back if you don't like the product. But in this 90-day period, they're basically extending to you like, you're going to use our product, and at the end of it, if you don't like it, it's fine. And what this does psychologically is it makes the person feel almost guilty for basically using the product, getting a little bit of value out of it, and then returning it, and the company gets nothing. They don't get any money, they don't get any shipping, they don't do anything. Like, if anything, you just got one over on the company. And there's going to be a lot of people that take advantage of this, but that percentage is a lot smaller than the people that when they're given this money back guarantee, they're going to use the product, and then they're going to be like, you know what, it might not be to the standard I wanted it to be, but it's good enough. I used it a bunch. I don't want to give it back to the company. I don't want to take advantage of anybody. And it costs the company nothing to do, but at the same time, giving this option tricks the consumer into basically accepting terms that they weren't really fond about. And people are going to take advantage of it, but more people than not are going to be seeing this offer and being like, you know what, I'm going to just accept this. We're going to try it out, and then boom, you got them hooked. And what I want you to start thinking about is, if you run a small business, how can you start offering things like this? Like, this is something that, looking back right now, I might have to start recrafting my offers. Like, I sell fitness courses. I sell, what else do I sell? I should really know what I sell. My brain's not working right now. But anyway, for the fitness course, it's so easy for me to say, like, if you don't like the results within 60 days, you can get all your money get back, or I will work with you and we can make a personalized plan, and that personalized plan, if it doesn't work for you after that, then you still get all your money back. And it almost makes the person feel like they got one over on me. But really, in realistic terms, like, it doesn't take me much time to write a personalized program. It doesn't take me a lot of time to sit down with somebody, hop on a call, and say like, yeah, this is probably where you're going wrong. This is probably why you're not seeing results, this, that. Like, it's just stuff I know. So it's like, if I give them a little more value, it almost seems like I'm getting one over, or they're getting one over on me. But the truth is, like, I'm still benefiting. And it's the way you frame the options. It's the way that you give people options that you can kind of cater to your benefit. And I want you to start thinking about ways that you can start doing this. Obviously, the easiest one is the consumer option, but it could be the same thing when you're taking a girl out. Like, oh, we're either going to do this, this, or this. And if she says, oh, well, I can only do this for this time period, and it's like, yeah, that's fine. You just got to frame things in a certain way. And it's like, I want you to start thinking about this, and I also want you to start thinking about how people are using this on you. Like, you can quite easily be pushed into a scenario where somebody is going to use this principle to take advantage of you. And what you want to do is, they're putting scenarios that are going to benefit them. And if you can realize that all of these scenarios benefit them and not you, you can just not engage. You could just get out of it. And I love that every single law of power has the inverse, and it has the straightforward approach, because you can use all of these laws to your benefits. You can use all of these laws. If they're particularly manipulative, you don't have to use them. But understanding the inverse is going to protect you from getting manipulated. It's going to protect you from people getting the better end of the deal. It's going to protect you from others getting over on you and you not getting to the place that you really belong. Because the point of this book is for people who are not inherently Machiavellian to understand how Machiavellian people work, and how they use certain principles against you, how they use human nature to take advantage of people. And when you can understand it, when you can recognize it, it is so much easier to combat, and it's so much easier to not get taken advantage of. So I'll leave a link in the description to this book. Tremendous read. It's really fun. I see no reason not to pick it up, especially if you're somebody that struggles with kind of the political games. And, if you're somebody that just likes to wear their heart on their sleeves like me, this is a book that really has helped me out. It's really allowed me to be more of a smooth operator, not really, make a fool of myself in public. And yeah, I can't suggest it more. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, I do stuff like this all the time. If it's interesting, stick around. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'll try to get better. But yeah, thank you so much for making this far. I'll catch you in the next one.